Hello and welcome to day 82 of Identity Revision. Today I am creating this video in my evening time as I just got home from traveling. I've just been in the car for about the last 10 hours. So I'm making this video at nighttime. So for today's prompt is more of a reflection of who we were throughout our day. So as I'm sitting here and I'm prepping to create this content right now, I was really just observing who I was as I moved through my day. What were my reactions? Were they aligned to the new identity in which I've stepped into? And if I'm being quite honest, I was very, very happy with who I was the majority of my day. And there are areas for improvement. And as I begin to review these other parts of my reactions throughout my day, I started to do something. I started to look at the moments throughout my day that I felt maybe kind of triggered or felt a sense of frustration. And I looked at what was going on in that moment, and I started to view it from a different perspective. I started to apply everything that I have been, walking through during this 90-day challenge. And I used all the tools that I had to step into that new identity and revise my reaction. And my brain, when I started to do this, it was like automatically doing this. It wasn't like I was forcing it or trying to see things differently. If I'm explaining this correctly, I hope that you are understanding that it was more of a natural process. And it really started to get me excited. Even though throughout my day, I did have a few moments. I was in a car, traveling, lots of different versions of me, all in a compact vehicle. And I didn't judge myself. I didn't have the guilt or the remorse, any of that. I really saw that it wasn't me being frustrated by another, but rather in discord with the old reflection and going in with revision and really revising my reaction is all that's needing to be done. I have let go of that part where it's almost like you feel like you have a setback because your reactions weren't completely aligned to the new identity. And then you're like, oh, everything's failing and this and that. And it feels just like a spiral. And that was gone. It was like I really felt like no one was attacking me. No one else was making me feel this way. Even though the story that's playing out, it appears that there was other characters in the story that created the emotion in me and this and that. It was like I was really seeing it clearly. It's like, yeah, I was frustrated. I was upset briefly, but by no one else but self. Everything out there is a reflection of you, of me. And as I walked through my day, it's easy to get caught up in those moments in the 3D world. But what's important is, are you revising that and seeing it differently, seeing your reaction to that old version of you differently? And when we do this, we automatically, the next time, say something happens, we will start to react from that new version of self. And I have so much so far. I'm talking huge changes, my reactions to life. But as we do this work, it's like layers, and I've said this before. The next layer comes. And it was a beautiful experience. And as I look back at this week, I see growth. Not because I'm trying to be something better, just because I'm expanding. I'm expanding my consciousness, my awareness of who I am, and choosing deliberately to be the version of self that I desire to be and experience. No other reason. I know this one was a little bit longer than I normally speak, but I've had a pretty eventful week, and it was nice to experience all versions of myself and know who I am in this moment, and to have the tools that I have to be able to realign. And I hope that whoever's watching this video here on day 82, that maybe if you are experiencing some of these things in your own personal journey, that this gives you inspiration that you're not doing anything wrong. We're all always doing everything the correct way at the correct time. Divine timing. I love you all so very much, and I'll see you tomorrow.